I've been like sitting on this for like a month. And it hasn't fit in the timetable of what we've been recording about, like with the Super Bowl and everything. But I forgot why it became a thing. Maybe like since Jokic has been Jokic, it's been this thing of how good, second round picks have been. And of course, it always starts the conversation of, who are the best or most memorable second round picks in the NBA. And so I have challenged us to come up with the top 10 list of the best second round picks of all time in the association. Um, I do not have my official list of 10, but I do have a player pool list that we can throw out these names and we can figure out who stays, who goes, and go from there.
Bet. I like that format more. Anyway.
Okay. All right. So
That's one.
You said what?
We'll get there.
Okay, so just some names to throw out here for second round picks. Chris Middleton, Gilbert Arenas. Well, Jokic, I hope all y'all will probably know that Jokic is one. But anyway, Jokic, Middleton, Gilbert Arenas, Paul Millsap, Mark Gasol, Draymond, Dennis Rodman, Manu, Rashard Lewis, Carlos Boozer, Kyle Korver, Trevor Ariza, Lou Williams, Goran Dragic, Isaiah Thomas, Montrezl Harrell, and Malcolm Brogdon are the names that I have.
Alex English on there too.
Okay, are we going back? Because if we go back, Kukoc,
Tony Kukoc, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Second round. Mo Cheeks.
Yeah, Maurice.
But Maurice. But but second round. There's a few other old school players second round that I guess it depends on where we get with this list, but if they make it, they make it. But how y'all feeling? Who are some automatics that are going to be in that 10, regardless of order?
I think obviously number one is clear with Nikola. I think he's the best second rounder ever.
Of all time.
Number two is where it gets tricky because I love Manu.
Right.
And I think you just have to respect what Dre was able to do in Golden State. He was a focal point. He really was. The way he's able to distribute, the passion that he brings, the emotion. It gets wild sometimes, but
wait. So you saying Draymond is a 2 for you, or you think he should be 2, or he's just in there?
He's in there.
Okay.
I think Dre is top 5. I think I have Manu 2 and Dennis Rodman 3.
Okay, I'll take that.
Say Rodman's up there.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I think just Manu between Dennis Rodman's tough though too, because like Rodman was a focal point. Well, I mean, you got 2 in Detroit and you got a couple more in Chicago, so it's like
Manu was doing what he was doing also as a sixth man.
That part,
he was playing starter basketball as a sixth man
going against Kobe.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm thinking Manu 2, Rodman 3, and then like, I mean, oh god, Draymond 4.
Oh, you moving him up from 5?
Right. I love Gilbert Arenas, but no rings, no nada.
Yeah.
Wait, so is Manu 2? So Manu's 2 and Rodman's 3? Is that what we said?
Manu's 2. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Alex English will say too old, right? That's what we're doing. Anyone drafted in the 70s and beyond.
Respectfully, we're leaving them out.
You've done your part. Shouts out one of the coldest Nuggets jerseys that ever lived at college parties, Alex English. None of them white boys knew who he was.
At all.
At all.
So Draymond's 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's played too good of defense. I mean, he was over on the sideline like,
hey, that was crazy.
Whatever.
He's lost it, bro. He's lost it, bro.
I thought he was about to start barking or something. Like, what is going on with you? It looked like he bite people.
This is
dog for real. Silver cap. That was dog.
No, but what was he doing? Like somebody break it down to me.
I tried to understand it. I thought he was doing one of these, but then it was just it was going 4 fingers, and he was like, he was like snarling. Like I, what part of the game was it? Because I missed this coverage.
So this
I
was in
saw it afterwards.
So crazy enough, this is in the fourth quarter. It's like 6 minutes left. Mind you, Golden State is up by like 9 at this point, and they
After
end
he
up
pulled the
losing by
bellow,
5. And they end up losing by 5.
I know. And Ty Lue was like, he said he was gonna.
Oh yeah, Ty Lue got ejected. I think
Talking about
Ty
the
Lue got
refs,
ejected.
GNAS refs. So where's James? So I kick him in the face or something like dog. Isaiah Stewart getting arrested. Like,
Oh my gosh.
all right, not to go on tangents, but
This is
what
crazy.
what is going on? What is going on?
I don't know what's going on in the league, bro. This is pretty wild.
Second round picks, and we'll get there. That's the teaser for to get to the end of the
Yes.
pod. So Jeff Hornacek is definitely, he's there, right?
He's
Where?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So who's 5? Who's 5 is the question.
So we said Nicola, Manu, Dennis, Dre. We're looking for 5.
It might have to be Kukoc, right?
Kukoc. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Steven Jackson did say he was better than Manu, so.
All right, Steven. We'll go with Tony Kukoc at 5.
Yeah.
6.
If Isaiah Thomas had a longer career,
yeah,
like he was in MVP talks, and then Boston said, "We're gonna play you through it,"
and then shipped him off, and nothing was the same.
That like he deserved far better than what, like, seeing him crying, saying they didn't believe in me, man. That is still one of the toughest clips, like because like he still did have it. They just kind of did him up. Once he said Brinks truck, they said, Cleveland's got that one.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton?
I do feel like at the end of the list at 10 should be Gilbert. He should still get some love, but he's.
You think he's 10?
I do.
He was one of the coldest, man. I don't know what was in his drink throughout the mid 2000s, but
yeah, no, that little 3-4 year run he had once he got to Washington.
God, up until then, he was hooping.
No, that he talks about that a lot. Like I watch a lot of Gil's Arena as well, but like he's very open about this, and like if not for that happening, I genuinely feel like into like the early 2010s. I don't know if he would have stayed with Washington or not, but he probably would have ended up leaving like once Wall got there. If he had found another spot and was still like,
he was hooping in dress shoes.
Dog, no, Hibachi for real, bro. Like one of for me, I feel like that was one of the first like dudes in the league where I'm like, oh, he's just a bucket. Like he's just a bucket. Like
it was something like he's got to be on the list. Ashley,
if he's
on the list.
If he's 10, I'm interested to see who's before him. But I get that we're past all the people who have like rings, so now it gets interesting.
Not yet, there, Bucko.
Okay,
Chris Middleton has something to say about that.
Where is he?
You think he's 6?
He's not right after Kukoc, is he?
He's like 9.
Is he better than Marc Gasol?
He's like 9. Marcus, is he better?
Wait, so is he only better than Gil? Wait. Is he only better than Gil because he got a ring?
No, also mid-post isolation game, he's up there statistically in his prime too. Like it was him, Dirk, and Kobe in the mid-range contested era, and you can fight the stats on that one. That he was. I remember Boston, Chris Middleton. Like Giannis never showed up, and it was always Chris just fighting for his life. He's like, Giannis, where are you? Mid-fade and 1-3 to take us into overtime. Giannis, game 7. I have half a hammy. Please
hey, yo. Not half half a hammy is crazy.
It fell off the bone. It was one of the worst. Like that dog. I got a ride for my guy Chris. Like he's been tough for a minute. Like it's just that he's stuck in Milwaukee. No one watches us. To be real. Like Sacramento. Like I was watching Boogie Cousins on my shitty ass iPad Pro, and high school. I was like illegal streaming, watching the Kings. I'm like, man, who watches that? Who watches this team? Darren Collison is rotting over in Sacramento.
Hey,
Nothing.
yo.
Ty Lawson is catching DUIs for good reason. He's like, I'm not
Those
getting
are names that I
prime
forgot
time.
about.
True.
Oh
Darren
man,
Collison. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah.
Henry Caspi. I was a deep Sacramento Kings watcher. I
Mhm.
loved Boogie's game. Soft touch, great passer.
Mhm.
I'm crying. Okay, we still haven't decided who's 6 yet because I don't think it's Middleton. He's not
I
6.
don't either.
Nah, he's around 9.
I'm giving it to Mark Gasol.
Oh, he does have a ring, doesn't he?
Yeah. And he was holding it down in Memphis for a minute. Also, shouts out, not watched, never on prime time. All I saw was Zebo. It's the last time I think I remember they were on prime time.
Mike Conley, Zico. They got to the playoffs a couple times. They just ran up on the Spurs.
Yeah, they were an overachieving team every year.
They were. They really were.
If Gasol is 6, I'm not gonna lie. I think Gilbert has to be 7. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Where does Danny Green fit on this list? Most threes in NBA Finals history.
I don't think he's on the list for me.
He's not.
No, he isn't. I'm just throwing out stats, throwing out accolades. Jamal Crawford, I don't think he's on this list. Was he a first round pick though?
I think he might have been first round.
Why does he feel like?
Okay, you know what? I'm cool with Gil because I don't know if I'll put Lou Will ahead of Gil.
Where does Jalen Brunson fit on this list? It is early, people. It is very early, but he's making a case.
Damn, I forgot Brunson was second round.
Because I'm not throwing Jeremy Grant on this list.
No.
Hassan Whiteside, love him to death. He's not making it on this list. Just retired. Shouts out Hassan Whiteside, not top 10 in NBA history. DeAndre Jordan, funny enough, has a ring.
DeAndre Jordan does have a ring. He's not making this list.
That is not. Yeah, that's not a
DPOY.
as the kids would say.
Okay, so okay, so we had 8. Millsap, Lou Will,
Michael Red's on this list.
Oh, is he a second rounder?
Second rounder, Olympic gold medalist.
I think he most definitely is.
Lou Will is on this list.
Miguel said we're gonna get a buck. He said we're gonna get a buck on this.
Gonna get 2. We're like the Atlanta Hawks when they got 4 All-Stars. We're somehow slipping in 2 of them.
Crying. Okay, so who's 8? Who's after Arenas?
Tony Kukoc was a buck too, so 3. Hell, oh
fair,
my god,
very fair. He was.
Lou Will is on this list.
Is he 8?
Somehow, some way, he's somewhere.
Lou Will over Middleton?
No, you're right. Okay, Chris. I'm comfortable putting Chris here.
Middleton's at 8. We still got Lou Will. We got Millsap. Is Rashard Lewis gonna make the? Yeah, that's what I said, Miguel. But is Rashard Lewis gonna make this list? He may not. He may not, but he's a bucket.
He is a bucket, but I don't. He is a bucket. And he's a respected bucket too.
Respected bucket.
6,
Rashard
7.
Lewis was the truth, bro.
Tied 10.
Felt like a lefty. Felt like a lefty to me always.
Yeah.
Patty Mills FIBA plays on there for me. Patty Mills FIBA, he's like 5.
So okay, so we got Milton at 8. We got 2 more spots.
Paul Millsap has to be on there.
Yeah.
Utah Paul, Atlanta Paul.
Did he get a ring?
He did not get a ring.
I respect it though.
All right, I think 9 is Paul, 10 is Lou, tied with Rashard.
Did Michael Redd make the list?
No, sorry.
No. I respect it, but I don't think he makes the top 10.
I'm substituting Paul Millsap for Michael Redd. Olympic gold is gonna give me that spot over a nice lining.
Gail, look up the career stats, man. Look up the career stats.
All right. I'm sure Michael Redd trounced him in everything. That man was shooting everything in Milwaukee.
All 3 years.
And look at his peak, bro. Like you got how long was it? How long was his peak? Because if you only did it for like 3 or 4 years.
Paul Millsap with Michael Redd comparison. 0 championships each. 16 seasons for Paul Millsap, 12 for Michael Redd. Playoffs played 13 for Paul Millsap. 10 of those were in Atlanta. 3 for Michael Redd. We were awful. All-Star games, Paul Millsap 4. They just cherry picked him in every year. They're like, Al Horford's there, throw Paul Millsap in there too. Michael Redd 1. Okay, Michael Redd's not on this list. All NBA teams, 1 Michael Redd, 0 Paul Millsap. I will say,
Michael can score. He shoots the lights out.
points per game, 19 Michael Redd, Paul Millsap 13.4. Rebounds per game, 7.1, Michael Redd 3.8. Assists per game, 2.2, 2.1. We're right there. Steals per game, 1.2, 0.9. Blocks per game, 1.0, 0.1. I'm sure you can guess who. Paul Millsap's on this list.
Yeah, but sorry.
I'm so
Wow,
sorry.
why in my head did he have a much longer career than what he did? How does he hold all of the Bucks stats that he did?
Because that's how much he shot the ball.
We were just paying cats.
Truly.
We had him surrounded. He was, hey, come on now. He was surrounded by Dan Gadzarich and Joel Prisbilla. Shouts out Joel Prisbilla, coaches in Wisconsin. Got to keep it respectful. But I mean, come on now. Paul Millsap had much better foundation around him. There was holes in our training facility when Giannis got here.
Hey, man.
Shouts out Paul Millsap. Great lining.
So
He's up there. He's up there.
So this is the final list. Jokic at 1, Manu at 2, Rodman at 3, Draymond at 4, Kukoc at 5, Mark Gasol at 6, Gilbert Arenas at 7, Chris Middleton at 8, Paul Millsap at 9, and Lou Will / Rashard Lewis at 10.
Bet.
Flat high T. He's hanging on there like he's hanging on LeBron.
Like you said, if he had a longer career, easily would have been fighting for that 10 spot. Easily would have been right there. But yeah, wow. Not second round picks really. I mean, they don't come around that often. So I think this list just goes to show that you got some pretty impactful second round picks that have left a large impact on the league. So yeah.